Hey guys, Allie here. Hope you can hear me. So I apologize for the video part. I'm not one for taking videos of myself, and I'm actually getting ready to go out. So I'm just going to record while I'm getting ready. That seems to be the best time for me today. Like I said, I'm certainly an amateur at this kind of thing, but I don't care. I'm just going to do whatever I'm going to do and just put it out there. 1 second. So one of the things I was thinking about today as I get up on December 31st, the last day of the year of 2023, and talk is really distracting me. I get up and I think, sometimes the first thing I think is, oh, this year seems a lot like last year. And I don't know if you guys have felt that way, but I certainly have, where I feel like one year from the next hasn't changed. But this year I learned a lot of different things, and I learned that one of the things is that to be and inhabit what you desire, the life you desire, and have it manifest into the 3D, is that you have to inhabit the state of that being. Regardless of if your 3D circumstances are still showing you the same stuff, you have to rise above that and inhabit the state of the being of having everything you desire. And it makes logical sense to me, but it wasn't always, and it hasn't always been the easiest thing for me to do. So, I find myself a lot during my day when I'm going to work and getting caught up in whatever it is there, just thinking the same thoughts and kind of complaining to myself or to someone else. And, this year I realized, every time I complain, every time I'm looking at what I don't think is ideal or, what I want to experience, all I'm doing is creating more of the same. I'm just creating more of the same, of feeling that I don't have what I want to experience, and that things are bugging me and this and that. So when I'm in familiar states, I've recognized that if I'm thinking familiar thoughts and I want to experience something that I haven't experienced in my 3D yet, then I'm going to have to, what they term it, is be in the unknown. And for a long time, I was like, in the unknown, what does that even mean? And it means that you inhabit a state and you're not thinking familiar thoughts, but you're thinking the thoughts of being and having the desire that you want to experience. And those are going to be, for me, that's hard to do for a little while because they're not my default thoughts. My default thoughts are what's created the reality that I'm living right now. And nothing wrong with the reality I'm living. I'm grateful for it. But there's a lot more that I want to manifest and experience in this lifetime. And I know that it's possible, even if it hasn't come to fruition on the 3D plane yet. But I know it's already created. It's just a matter of me aligning with it. So to go into the unknown is to think about and inhabit a state of being that isn't familiar to me. And over time, when I keep thinking those thoughts and inhabiting the state of being that I want to be in and that I want to experience through life, it'll become more familiar. But if you're in the familiar every day, going through the thoughts in your head, the routine, and kind of thinking how your day is assuming your day is gonna be like yesterday and tomorrow's gonna be like today, then all you're doing is creating that over and over and over again. So many people think that nothing's changing. Nothing's ever changing. This, when is it going to change? And I've thought that a lot, actually. But then the reason that happens is because we're always looking. When is it going to change? This is, nothing's changing, but it's changing in every second. It just, we're identifying with that same reality, that same story. So it can be challenging. And that's my story. I mean, you can make the story or the belief that it's not challenging, but it has been a little bit for me because I find my thoughts and my, ideas and what I'm thinking about go back to the things that I've always thought about. But if I'm doing that, I'm not going to be creating anything new. I'm just going to be creating all the same stuff. So this year, finally, that sunk in. And so, and it's not like I don't backstep, because I totally do. But I notice it when I do, and I'm able to recognize and be aware of the fact that I'm backstepping, that I'm not in the state that I want to be, that I'm thinking the same thoughts, so therefore I'm creating the same reality. And so I'm aware of it now. And that's the first step to everything, is to become aware of it and to step outside of yourself, step outside of the illusion, the story, that's going on in the manifested 3D world, and step into your new state of being. Now, although it might be not have manifested yet, it's still a reality and it's still real. It's just you have to inhabit the state and live like that. So I noticed, in my mind, I was complaining, like everybody pretty much, but complaining or thinking, okay, well, is the money there to do this? Is this there to do that? But I just was always used to thinking that kind of stuff. And it doesn't mean that I go out and just spend everything I have, but I just get in states where I'm really, and this is the truth, grateful for what is, and inhabit, this abundance feeling through what I do have. And getting in that feeling makes it a lot easier for me to step into that higher state of being, of the state that I want to inhabit. And once I'm in the state that I want to inhabit and stay there as long as I can, and when I come out, recognize it and then go back into it, then that has to manifest into my 3D reality. And trying to figure out how that's going to happen is using your logical mind. And the logical mind is not made for that. The logical mind is made for creating, is made to follow inspired action coming from our higher selves. It is the one that goes through, it takes action on the inspired action and thoughts that come from our higher selves. So if you're trying to plan out logically, this, and this, you're not in the magic. That's what comes from, universe, source, or higher selves, all the magic and the how and the where and the when, because it's so much bigger than what we can even imagine. There's so many ways that things can happen, but our logical mind cannot wrap its head around anything other than what it's experienced. So it's very limited. So get into your state of being. Like I said the other day, I do that I do some stretching in the morning. I do a pretty short meditation, and then I do some journaling with a cup of coffee. And in my journaling, I write as if I'm already living the state that I want to manifest. I write as if it's already happened. And just take a little time and do that, and I have to tell you, it's really fun, and you can really get into it. And then I get all excited because it's like, I know this is the truth. I know this can happen. And that feeling really sets me up good for the day. So I go into the day and I do the things that I have to do, but I keep coming back to that state of being of, I'm living the life of my dreams. Things are so good. I'm having so much fun. I'm doing things that I want to do. I mean, just everything. And it just, those kind of things, those little things that you do in the morning to help set you up so you don't get pulled into the old familiar stories throughout the day, will help you to continue to create and focus on your desired reality. And when you do that, it has to manifest. It's law. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It has to manifest. Trust in that and just keep doing it. And the days are pretty fun when I do that. So today being the last day of 2023, guys, I really just wish the best for everyone. I hope everybody can align with what they want to experience and inhabit and trust and just live their best lives. So thanks for listening and sharing in this journey of mine, and we're all in this together. And Happy New Year, guys. Bye.